Hello, David here at merchantaccounts.ca. Today I'm going to tackle a kind of complicated topic, but I'm going to make it simple. What is interchange optimization? Stay tuned. I'm going to dig in 1 second. So in order to answer this question, you must know what interchange is. We have other content on merchantaccounts.ca about this, but very high level, every time a merchant processes a transaction and you as a business owner, you pay a fee to your payment processor called the discount rate, that percentage-based transaction, the payment processor doesn't get to keep all of it. They incur a cost from Visa and MasterCard. That cost is called interchange. It literally means cost from Visa and MasterCard to the payment processor. It is set at a country level, so there's Canadian interchange that all Canadian merchants pay, there's US interchange that US merchants pay, there is European interchange that European-based businesses pay, and then UK interchange and so forth. It's basically set at a country level. That's as far as I'm going on that because it's enough to explain the concept. Interchange costs vary by country. For example, Europe has a lot lower interchange costs than North America. So if you're a business and you have customers in different countries, you might do 10% of your sales to Canada, you might do 50% of your sales to the US, 30% throughout Europe, and I can't remember the numbers I just came up with, so pretend I did 15% in the UK. So what we'll do now is think about what you could do as a business if you honestly wanted to reduce those costs. Well, you could get a domestic merchant account in each of those countries because when your transactions cross a border, you pay an extra higher interchange cost. In North America, it's called a cross-border fee. There's a different term for it in some different regions, but the point is, if your transaction crosses a border, your costs go up. Also, for example, in Europe, a European-based merchant selling to a European cardholder has a maximum interchange cost for that transaction of 0.3%. That is about 5 times lower than the lowest interchange rate in Canada. Not quite, but almost. So if you have a lot of European businesses, it would make sense to run your European sales through a European merchant account that you could get if you had a European business presence. Now at merchantaccounts.ca, this is a lot of what we do, interchange consulting. So if we have a potential client, we'll say, hey, where do you have a business that's already registered? Or let's just say you're doing $1 million a month of sales in Europe. It's like, hey, why don't you incorporate in Ireland or somewhere so that I can get you a domestic European merchant account? And there's other benefits to it as well, beyond the scope of this article, but just for example, if you got a domestic European merchant account, you could process and receive your money in euros without any currency conversion to you or your customers. There's a big benefit to that. Some of these cost savings can be really very significant. Now, I think it's kind of obvious that it's hard to really drill into interchange in every region and how it might apply to your business because I'm talking into a camera. I don't know about your business. But if you process anywhere over, I mean, you have to decide what's right for you, but I think a good point of reference is $1 million a month in sales. You might really benefit from interchange optimization, especially if you already have a corporate presence in some other countries where you have customers, but you don't yet have a merchant account there. And if you do, I really encourage you to talk to us at merchantaccounts.ca, at least to seek out a quote. Something else that I'm not going to dig into too much in this conversation, but at a technical level, on your website has to be smart enough to be like, if billing address equals Amsterdam, run this through the European merchant account. Else, if this is a Canadian billing address, cardholders' billing addresses in Yonge Street, Toronto, run this through our Canadian merchant account. So it's not just a back-end administrative matter for getting merchant accounts in each region. You have to set up your website in a way to route the transactions intelligently. And that's something that we can help you with at merchantaccounts.ca as well. So I wrapped this up in less than 5 minutes. What is interchange optimization? Now, if anybody viewing this wants a more thorough or detailed explanation of it in the future, you could leave a comment. I hope I've demystified it a little bit. At least I hope I've explained the concept of it. Thanks for watching and have a great day there. Bye now.